Uh, Greetings, my great viewers. I'm so delighted to be able to bring you today's episode. It's so close to my heart. Today is about the teens, the teens, the 13-year-old to and the young adults to the 25-year-olds. I'm so excited. I wish I could be able to tell my younger me at that age, and I would tell, and this is what I would tell me, that the future you, now my current me, is waiting for you. Yes, your future is waiting to feed from your youth. So whatever choices you make right now is what will determine how your future you look like. Yes, right now you have the benefit of time. Thank you again for choosing to come to Abundance Fast Train and for viewing this video. Yes, as a young adult, you have so many benefits. You still have the energy, you still have the time, and you still have so many people around you who will be willing to help you and hold you to get to a better version of you and to be able to be in a better position. So today's episode is all about that. All is not lost. In case you are lucky and you got a parent who have been able to mold you very well and you have been able to know the right tactics, this is the opportunity for you to implement those lessons. In case you didn't get anyone to help you mold into whatever you are right now, you're not lost. You still have a lot of time and you still have the capacity to learn, to be able to do and be better. Yes, for the youth, as a youth, there's so many challenges that the youth and the young face. There's so many. You face peer pressure. Unlike when you are an adult and you really are not so concerned on what people will say or what your people who are close to you are doing, being young makes you feel like you want to do like what the other people are doing, and you don't want to be left out. You don't want to be, you want to be there and you don't want to be left out. Yes, you also face the concern on parental conditioning. Yes, you still focusing so much on what your parents is teaching you or what your guardians are guiding you up to. And as it's not all the time that your parents know everything, and sometimes you're controlled to just think like what your parent is doing. And some parents have also don't have the right, behaviors in terms of money. And as a kid or as a youth, you copy what your parent is doing. And yes, that is still another challenge. Then as youth, you get to addictions to bad habits, addictions to substance, addiction to the bad habits of worrying and, those bad things. As a youth, you feel like you have all the time in the world. So you rarely even take time to know the right things in terms of time management. And at times you get yourself just there as a youth. It is high time that you also learn time management, but at this time, as a youth, you don't feel like even time really matters. Yes, as a youth, especially in the current day and age, you face the social media and cybercrime bullying. Unlike in the past, as a youth, when you put yourself out there, you risk being bullied and you risk being attacked. So those are some of the things that the youth get to face. And those are some of the things that will even affect how they manage their money. At times, in the midst of all that, the youth, the young adult and the teen, they'll be thinking, is it education? Is it entertainment? And most of the time, education looks a bit boring, so they might end up being in entertainment. Most of the time, a youth will just be there and thinking, is it friends? Is it the good grades? Is it the esteem that I need to look at? Do I need to be self-aware? There's that exam coming, there's that bullying, there's that, hype, there's all those things that a youth will be thinking. But basically, is it education and is it entertainment? Yes, at this time that you're schooling is so short a time. These 4 years that you're in college, these small years that you're in high school a short time compared to what is ahead of you. Concentrate on that education, concentrate on what you're doing now, and you'll see it turning out better. Entertainment will always be there. Yes, in another video, I had highlighted what Jack Ma, someone who made it, the founder and the CEO of Alibaba Group in China. He had made recommendation that as a teen, make time to learn as much as you can from family and from those people who are making it. And when you get to 20 to 30 years, 20 to 25 years, you look for someone who is really ahead of you in the direction of your dream, in what you want to do. That is, look for a good boss or a good leader and focus on and learn as much as you can from them and allow yourself to be molded by them. Allow them to, talk into you and mold you to what you want. And at this point, you have, especially at this age, you have an opportunity even to follow people online, those who are making it and the field that you're interested in. This is to let you know, once you get to the 40, the 50, and the other years, there might not be a lot of to change. And at this time, the teen and the 25, it sets the basis for who you will be in the future. So focus and focus and focus. In terms of your money, yes, you still have to learn how to balance your income versus your expenditure. Yes, you're still financially dependent on your parents and your guardians, but that doesn't mean that you go and waste the amount that they're giving you. You still need to balance it. You still need to balance to prepare a good budget, prepare and balance the income versus the expenditure. And in case you get unexpected money from if anywhere else, from somewhere else, save that money maybe for start knowing how to invest and then start investing as early as young as you are. But then that doesn't mean that you have saved money, and since you saved money now you will not eat. Yes, learn how to budget as early as you can. And at this time, as you learn and as you follow other people and as you prepare the budget, have fun and keep planning. Don't really be so gloomy, just drawing those budgets and trying to say that you're saving such that you're not enjoying. At this time and this period, people will understand you when you make mistakes. You still have room to recover in case you get to make mistakes. And failing at this time is attempts to get to learning. So don't give up, keep learning, have fun, and enjoy this period as much as you can, and try as many things as you can. In terms of what you can do at this point, the major thing is that you need to educate yourself. Educate yourself in terms of money. Don't think that because someone else will educate you that you will. When you have the lessons for yourself, they are way, way better. And you have it in your heart, not that in your head. When you have it in your heart, you're able to implement it better. Then at this point, sometimes you don't have the skills and you might not get something to do, but try and get something to do. Either a job or work or just do something, even if you're not really getting a lot of money. Just try and get something meaningful to do. Then at this point, you might not be getting a continuous source of money, but whatever little money you're getting, track that money and keep record of it. Then please live within your means. Avoid social creep by all means. And avoid, now that at this point, because you're depending on other people, avoid, overcommitting other people because of you. If you're in college and your parent or your guardian can only afford some certain some certain rooms or hostels, please don't stretch them up. And even if you get some money, please avoid social creep. This will even make you do things that you were never meant to do. Then try as much as possible to stay out of debt, pay via cash, and every other time try as much as possible not to borrow what you can't even repay back. Pay if you can't afford anything. Learn how to learn gratification. Learn to be contented with what you have. You'll work for it. Then try as much as possible when you get money, pay yourself first. Other solutions that you can try, You can, at that age, don't think that the 50s and the 60s are too far. Start planning early for your retirement intentionally. As young as you are, start drawing your goals. Start seeing yourself at that 50 and start planning for that retirement at that point. And at this point, you'll have a bigger picture and be able to live. You will be able to live you might live a different life than the rest of the youth, but in the future, you're the one who will live a better life and a different life than the youth who just live carefree at this point. Then when you have to get when you save, especially when you get unexpected money, save for investment to earn you interest on interest and start early. Stay focused and be consistent and disciplined. Understand taxes and file for your returns. Seek advice from your elders and guard your health. Get insurance cover, that is in HIF, or whatever you get. Then try many things and have fun as you try to discover interest, reward yourself when you do, and learn from your mistakes. Yes, we can do this. Let's go for it. Make sure your future self is grateful for what you did now that you learn. And I ask you to invite your friends to like, share, and invite your friends to this channel. Thank you.